Students, in the previous class you were given activities 7 and 8 to do. Now I am discussing the answers of activity 7 and 8. Please open your grammar notebook and show whether you are correct or not, and see whether you are correct or not. Example 1. He would go if you asked him. Here main clause is he would go. Subordinate clause is if you asked him, because the subordinate is if. 2. You should not believe what he says. You should not believe main clause. What he says, subordinate clause. What subordinator? He subject says predicate. He found the watch that he had lost. He found the watch main clause. He subject found the watch predicate. That he had lost subordinate clause. That subordinator, he subject had lost predicate. Though he was born to a poor parents, he rose to greatness. Though he was born to poor parents, subordinate clause. Subordinator is though. He subject was born to poor parent predicate. This is subordinate clause. He rose to greatness main clause. He subject rose to greatness predicate. We thought that he was a hermit. I have already done in the blackboard. Then a dog that barks seldom bites. This is very important question to students. Generally students make mistake in it. A dog seldom bites main clause. That barks subordinate clause. Remember student, that barks, that is subordinator. Barks is verb. I have told you a subordinate clause is subordinator plus subject plus verb. But here after subordinator there is no subject. After subordinator, if there is no subject, the subordinator is the subordinator and the subordinator is the subject. A dog that seldom barks. A dog that barks seldom bites. Here a dog seldom bites main clause, that barks subordinate clause. A question like this also comes. All that glitters is not gold. Here all is not gold main clause, that glitters subordinate clause is not given here. 7. The place where Buddha was buried has recently been discovered. Here main clause is the place has been recently discovered. Subject predicate. Where Buddha was buried. Where subordinator. Buddha subject was predicate. This is subordinate clause. Then it always pours when it rains. It always pours main clause. Its subject always pours predicate. When subordinator, its subject rains predicate. When it rains subordinate clause. It like this. You have to write like this. You have to write like this. We thought MC that he was a hermit SC. You have to do all the question like this. Then activity 8. You have to write simple or compound or complex. I saw that some of the tables had been pushed into the corner. I saw that some of the tables. It is not a simple or a compound. It is a complex sentence. I chose the corner table, seated myself, and started skimming through the newspaper. And is there. And is a coordinator. So it is a compound sentence. When I had finished my lunch, I asked the waiter about her. When subordinator is there, so it is a complex sentence. The curiosity which I felt about the girl persisted. Which I felt, which is the subordinator, is a complex sentence. I understood how she felt. I understood how, subordinator, is a complex sentence. Do you usually go this way? This is a question. If you want to make this, you can make an answer. Do you usually go this way? Yes, I usually go this way. So it is a simple sentence. As we drank tea, I talked about India. As we drank tea, subordinator. So it is complex. When I go to the party, I shall visit your brother's grave and write to you. When I go to the party, subordinator is there. So subordinate clause. Maggie, take Mr. Gupta upstairs. This is a imperative sentence, simple sentence. I got up and held her hand. I got up, main clause, and held her hand, and is that coordinate clause. So it is a compound sentence. In this way you can do activity 7. With this we finish activity 7 and 8. I will give an extra activity after doing this. Then we will discuss chapter 3. So students, with this our chapter 2 is over. I hope we have all understood this one. This was a very important chapter. Again I am telling, at first you have to know the points, you have to know. I am telling what you have to in this chapter. This chapter you have to know about a simple sentence, then types of simple sentence, declarative, imperative, interrogative, exclamatory, then how to identify a finite verb, then patterns of simple sentence, SB, SBO, SBC, SBO, A, SBOA, SBOO, SBOAC. Then you have to know changing declarative into exclamatory and exclamatory declarative. Then you have to know about a compound sentence, the coordinators of compound sentence, the single coordinators, the double coordinators, the main clause of a compound sentence, the coordinate clause of a compound sentence. Then about a complex sentence, the main clause of a complex sentence, the subordinate clause of a complex sentence, the subordinators of a complex sentence. Remember students, the joining words of compound sentence are called coordinators or coordinating conjunction or conjunction. There are only 16 coordinators. The joining words of a complex sentence are called subordinator. They are not coordinator. Okay students, in this way these are the very important points of this chapter. I hope you have understood all these. If you have any doubt, we can clarify in our coaching classes which we do live in the evening. Thank you students. Have a good day.